Can you receive workers' compensation for partial disabilities in Pennsylvania? If you can work again but earn less after a job injury, Pennsylvania may still pay wage loss benefits. Pennsylvania law allows workers' compensation benefits for partial disabilities when your earning capacity drops. Section 306(b) of the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Act, 77 PS Section 512, covers partial disability payments. Partial disability applies when you can do some work but cannot earn the same wages as before the injury. This often happens because medical restrictions prevent your old duties or limit your hours. The benefits are meant to bridge the gap between pre-injury wages and post-injury earnings. The payment is tied to wage loss, not to the injury label by itself. Pennsylvania distinguishes partial disability from total disability. Total disability applies when you cannot perform any gainful employment because of the injury. Partial disability recognizes you can work, but at a reduced level with reduced pay. Partial disability benefits are calculated as 2/3 of the difference between your pre-injury average weekly wage and your post-injury earning power. You subtract your current earnings from your pre-injury average weekly wage and multiply that difference by 2/3. If you earned $900 per week before and can now earn $500, the difference is $400. 2/3 of $400 is about $267 per week in partial disability benefits. These benefits are paid in addition to what you earn after returning to work. If you return to work earning wages equal to or more than your pre-injury earnings, wage loss benefits can be stopped after proper notice. Pennsylvania also has a maximum weekly compensation rate that can apply. Average weekly wage is usually calculated using the highest 3 of the last 4 consecutive 13-week periods before the injury. Those 3 13-week wage totals are divided by 13 and then averaged to determine the average weekly wage. Earning power is a central issue in many partial disability cases. Under Section 306(b)(2), earning power is based on the work you are capable of performing. This analysis can consider your residual productive skill, education, age, and work experience. Insurers often use vocational professionals to perform a labor market survey in your usual employment area. If the insurer claims you can earn more within your restrictions, it may try to reduce benefits based on that asserted earning power. Disputes over earning power are decided by a workers' compensation judge through the Workers' Compensation Office of Adjudication. Workers can present medical documentation and vocational testimony to challenge an unfair earning power assessment. Pennsylvania caps partial disability benefits at 500 weeks under Section 306(b). The 500 weeks do not have to be consecutive, and only weeks actually paid count toward the cap. If benefits are suspended and later reinstated, suspended weeks generally do not count toward the 500-week total. Weeks paid as total disability do not reduce the 500-week partial disability limit, because the periods are tracked separately. After 500 weeks expire, partial disability wage loss benefits end, but medical benefits can continue as long as treatment remains necessary. Employers and insurers may attempt to change total disability benefits to partial disability using an impairment rating evaluation. After 104 weeks of total disability, an insurer may request an impairment rating evaluation. A designated physician uses the AMA guides to evaluate whole body impairment. If the rating is less than 35%, the insurer may seek to modify benefits from total to partial disability. A rating of 35% or greater creates a presumption that the worker remains totally disabled. If you receive a rating below 35%, you can challenge the modification by filing a petition for review with the Workers' Compensation Office of Adjudication. Reporting your injury and documenting restrictions can protect eligibility for benefits, including partial disability payments. Pennsylvania generally allows up to 120 days to give notice, but reporting within 21 days can affect retroactive benefits. If disability lasts at least 14 days, you can receive retroactive payment for the first 7 days of wage loss. Employers and insurers can also try to reduce or suspend benefits through modification petitions, suspension claims, and verification form requirements. If an insurer sends a verification form, it must be completed and returned within 30 days or benefits can be suspended until it is submitted. Appeals from a workers' compensation judge decision go to the Workers' Compensation Appeal Board. A workers' compensation lawyer can help you understand how wage loss, earning power, and the 500-week limit may affect your claim. A workers' compensation attorney can also help challenge disputes with insurers and present evidence before a workers' compensation judge. Luxenberg, Garbett, Kelly & George PC is a law firm that handles workers' compensation claims from initial filings to disputes before workers' compensation judges. This law firm represents injured workers throughout Lawrence County and western Pennsylvania and assists with the claims process and benefit challenges. If you need guidance from a lawyer or attorney about partial disability benefits in Pennsylvania, contact Luxenberg, Garbett, Kelly & George PC at 724-658-8535 or visit 315 North Mercer Street, Newcastle, Pennsylvania, 16101, United States.